School of Rock, we teach songs to learn music. It's way more fun to learn a Black Sabbath solo than to just practice a pentatonic scale for hours and hours and hours. We're not playing Led Zeppelin songs just because Led Zeppelin is cool. We're working on those songs so that they can learn the foundations of music. They can learn everything they need to know about music theory and technique and dynamics and everything that goes into music. They're learning through the great songs of our generations.
We really make sure that we show these kids that they're a part of a very, very big sort of musical world. They've got places that they have to get to. It's more of a process instead of just a fun little music class.
You don't really know how to play with other people until you do it. And so we send them into the rehearsal room on their first week.
This isn't a music class, it's a rehearsal. You're in a band, you just joined a band.
They're real rock shows. They're not recitals. No one's sitting down and pleasantly clapping at the end of them. They're real rock shows. They're real concerts. That also means that they're playing at real venues.
Every show is an experience. Every time we put on one of the pieces that we've been working on for a whole season, it's inspiring, really. Every single time you see the parents' reactions, you see the kids' reactions, you see like the other students who aren't on stage reacting to their buddies on stage. There's so much community, so much joy, and it really kind of taps into why we're musicians. You know, we all picked up our instruments because we wanted to communicate something, and through art that people could connect with also. Live music is special in that way because there's an actual interaction between the people on stage and the people on the floor watching.
These are people that we respect and are in bands that I would go see any day of the week. It's the people that make the school rad.
It's an environment where differences are celebrated, and the important part is let's get out there and put on a great show and have fun. And so kids who might not feel comfortable really being themselves and being out there, that's encouraged and celebrated.
So he's found a place where he feels comfortable in his own skin. It's not the crowd of kids at school where he's trying hard to break in. He's in. They all have this shared love of music. It's a nurturing environment, it's an encouraging environment, and I see him growing as a musician.
Most places that you go, you show up and do a 45-minute lesson and then you leave. There's not a lot of community there. There's not a lot of time for bonding. There's not a lot of time for meeting other musicians. They're hanging out with 15 to 20 other kids that all have the same mindset. They're all working towards the same goal, to put on a big show at the end of the season. So for that, we're like building a whole community of like-minded kids and people that just want to play music and be rad.
It's given my kids such a sense of professionalism related to music, and it's not just, hey, we're gonna show up and perform. It's like, how do you manage gear, and how do you take care of your gear, and how do you make sure that the sound's right? And so I think playing in those big venues where they've seen shows or where they've seen their instructors play, it really gives them that sense of, I have a responsibility to respect this and take care of this and do this in a way that's what I want to be representative of School of Rock and of myself as a musician. I think it's really been life-changing for him. It's really instilled in him a sense of drive and dedication and just good project planning. And it's also really, really benefited just his analytical problem solving. Those are all things that I attribute directly to his time with School of Rock.